Hello, welcome back scholars. It's Monday, April 20th, and we're going to hop into our CGI problem of this week. Today we are talking about Oreos. I don't know if this is one of your favorites, but this is Miss Park's favorites, and I'm going to talk about the little ones that come in like the little bags. This is going to be really important for our question. So our question today is, it can be yourself, have 10 bags of Oreos, which I really wish I had, which I don't. And I have 7 Oreos in each bag. So I want to know how many Oreos do I have in all, is our question today. We're going to hop right into our retelling. So right now, in a little bit, we're going to cover the question, and I want you to retell the story to me. I feel like this one is an easy one because it's very short. It's something that you like. So just keep thinking about the little bags of mini Oreos. That's what I thought about when I did this problem. Because the big ones, there's definitely more than 7 in those. So right now, I want you to retell a story. It does not need to be word for word as long as you're giving me what's in the story. Now pause it and tell me your retell. I hope it went well, and if you didn't get it quite right, you can always go back a couple minutes to see the problem, and you can pause it again and try it again. It's absolutely fine. This is just practice for when we get back into the classroom. You're able to do it a lot more fluidly and just with a lot more confidence. If you want to stand up while you're doing it so you can actually mimic what we're going to be doing in class, that's absolutely great as well. So let's go hop into it. So you're going to read the problem, then we're going to reread the problem. Let's read it together, pause it, and then you can reread it. Let's get going. I have 10 bags of Oreos. I have 7 Oreos in each bag. How many Oreos do I have in all? Now I want you to pause it real quick, read it to yourself, and then unpause. Good, you should have done the rereading part. Now we're going to actually zoom back into what we've been learning last week with cubes. And we're going to go through this step by step together. It's very similar to what we've been doing, but it's just the steps are a little bit of a different order. So the first thing we need to think about is think of what you know. What is the information the story gives you? This is always our first step when we were doing it together. It's just that now the color is different, and now it is green. And I'm going to circle it because for the C, encircle the keywords. And it's in green. So I just wanted to go with the color flow so that you can understand it better. So I know that we have 10 bags, not just 10 little Oreos, we actually have 10 bags of Oreos. I also know that in each bag, there's 7. Now the next part is the U in cubes, and it is this really pretty blue color. It says, what is the story asking you to find? So what is the question? This was one of the last things I looked for, but they actually want you to think about it way beforehand, which I think is very smart because you want to know what are you answering so you can figure out what they want you to do. The question is, how many Oreos do I have in all? And usually that in all tells you to add, but you really need to think about what the problem is telling you to do. Now B for cubes is box the math action word. What is it asking you to do? You need to go back into the problem and think of words that are going to help you with this and help you understand, hey, what am I supposed to do with all these numbers? The first thing I picked out is 7 Oreos in each bag. That word each bag is a very big thing for me because I know that in each bag, there should be 7 Oreos. The other thing is that you have 10 bags, not just 10 Oreos, but you have bags of Oreos. And in the bag of Oreos, you should definitely have more than one. This part is our more or less question. So let's actually get right to the question. And the question is, do I have more or less than 10 Oreos? Again, more is a thumbs up, less is a thumbs down. And you need to pause and tell me your reasoning why. You should start with the sentence starters of, I think there are more than 10 Oreos because, I think there are less than 10 Oreos because you want to be able to explain your thinking. So right now, pause it and tell me, and then unpause me so we can keep going. Great job explaining. Now we need to go into a couple more details before you fully solve. So I'm going to go over the key points again with our cubes. You circled what the information was. It was the 10 bags of Oreos and then 7 Oreos in each bag. You underlined the question with me. It says, how many Oreos do I have in all? And you boxed the action words with me. 7 Oreos in each bag. Oop. And I also boxed bags of Oreos over here, which I didn't do in this slide. But if you're not ready yet, I want you to go to your worksheet page and do this right now. The page to do this on is page 15 for our CGI problem. It should say it right on the corner, which I will show you in our next slide. So on page 15 for CGI, it should say it right there for you. I want you to circle and box the correct things that we just did here. I'll go over it again. So you're going to circle the key numbers, and I also want you to circle the units, which is, what is it? 10 what? 10 bags of Oreos. 7 Oreos in each bag. You can't just circle 7 and 10. They don't mean anything unless you put something behind it. When we were measuring, I always asked you 21, 20 inches, 20 centimeters, 20 cads. Like, what is it? You need to tell me what. So make sure you're circling the units as well. So I circled 10 bags and 7 Oreos in each bag, which you can also circle 7 Oreos. That's fine. Underline the question. So find the question, nicely underline. If you're my friends with the handwriting, I really want you to focus, take your time, pause the video, because you can actually pause. You have the time. And what is it asking you to do? Now we're going to box the math words that are going to help you. So for 7 Oreos in each bag, I would even just box each bag. I would also box the word bags here, just so you know. And we're going to do E and S when we're solving. E is, what steps do I take now? So this is what you're thinking about, of how am I going to solve this problem while you are solving it. And S is solve and then check. So E, this is kind of where I kind of talk to you, going, think of the little bags, think of actually having bags on your table. If you are a visual person and you need something to touch, maybe you need to go grab some Ziploc bags. Don't destroy them because those are expensive, but you can use them. And maybe if you have some beans or beads or toys or Legos or something you can break into pieces, you can actually put 7 in each. And think about this. If you are a drawing person, you can draw something. If you are just strictly numbers and you like to use numbers, then think about it. How would you make sure that I have 10 bags of 7 Oreos in each? This is your evaluation. This is, what do I have to do with this? So you will be doing the solving and then coming back to me for the checking. So right now I want you to go and solve. Good luck. On this page is what you're doing it on. So right now, pause the video. You need a number sentence, a word sentence, and also try to explain your thinking in the first, next, then last. First, I drew the bags, or first, I did this. First, I did this with this number. You want to be able to tell me how I would draw it for you on the board when we're doing CGI. And I know I try to lead you a lot, but I really want you to think about it. What did you do first? What did you do second? What did you do after that? If you go, I drew 11, I need to know what 11 you drew of. If you drew circles, did you draw sticks? Did you draw flowers? I don't know what you drew. So you need to be able to tell me, I drew 7 flowers in a group of 5. So that's what I want you to really think about. And right now, pause and get started.
The first way that we would be doing this is by drawing. And since we're talking about 10 bags of Oreos, I'm actually going to draw 10 boxes to show you that I have 10 bags of Oreos. And then it says I have 7 Oreos in each bag. So in every bag I have 7 Oreos. So that's 7, 8, 9. That's 14. That is 21. 28. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. That's how I'm doing it in my head right now. 42. 49. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, and 70. So I actually counted, there's 7 in each, so I went 7 plus 7 is 14, 7 more is 21, 7 more is 28, 7 more is 35, and then 42, 49, 56, 63, and 70. The second way we can do this is by adding up. And that means that you're just going to do 7 plus 7 equals 14 plus 7 more. So that's one bag, that's bag 2, that's bag 3. 7 is 21 plus 7 equals bag 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the bags of Oreos. Equals 28 plus 7 is bag number 5 equals 35. I'm going to move down here so you can see it better. Then I'm going to add another bag, which is bag number 6 equals 42. Add another bag, that's bag number 7 equals 49. Plus another bag, because we need to have 10 bags of Oreos. That's bag number 8, and that is 56. Add 7 more, that's bag number 9, and that is 63. And add one more bag, which is number 10, and that is 70 Oreos altogether. Our last way would be adding by doubles. So then I'm just going to do 7 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. So I'm going to check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 sevens. I'm going to do all the doubles together so I can make it easier for myself to add. Alright, adding doubles again, because I know 4 and 4 is 8, 1 and 1 is 2. Don't forget to drop this one down because this one didn't add with any 1. And I'm going to do doubles again. 8 and 8 is 16, 2 and 2 is 4, 1 more is 5, and add 14 because this one comes over here. 6 and 4 is a 0 because that's 10, 5, 6, 7. So we got 70. Ta-da!
Now that you saw my 3 ways, and you actually have your ways of solving, this is what I'm going to go through, your number sentence and your word sentence. For the number sentence, it should have been something like 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. There should be 10 of them all together over here. And it equals 70. If you did it with the 70 in the front, it would be 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 after the 70. Your word sentence is very simple. I forgot a period at the end because with a sentence you always need a period. I have 70 Oreos in all. And great job today. Today's work will be a lot like tomorrow's, so make sure that you have this page available for you to look at tomorrow. And great job, and I'll see you tomorrow.